Imagine you've planned your dream trip, booked your flights, and packed your bags, but then your visa application gets rejected. Now you will start with no trip and also wasted time. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you some common mistakes that people do during their visa applications and how you can avoid them so you can submit your application with confidence and increase your chances of getting that visa approved. Right, so if this is something you are interested in, let's get straight into the video. So the first mistake people commit during their visa application is submitting incomplete or incorrect forms. When filling out a visa application, make sure all the fields are completed accurately. Even small mistakes like missing a middle name or incorrect passport number can cause delays or rejections. Always take your time to double check everything before submitting that form. Also, be mindful of any additional forms that may be required of you, such as financial statements, travel itineraries, or invitation letters. Mistake number 2 is not checking the specific visa requirements for your destination country. Each country has different visa requirements. Some may ask for certain documents while others might have specific health checks or fees. You need to research and ensure you have everything needed for the type of visa you are applying for. It is advisable to always go directly to the official embassy or consulate website for accurate, up-to-date information when doing your application. So mistake number 3 that we will be discussing today is applying too late. Visa processing times can vary, so you want to give yourself enough time, okay? Some visas can take weeks or even months to process, depending on the country you are visiting. Aim to submit your application at least a month in advance or even earlier if possible, okay? Usually, rushing your application at last minute may cause unnecessary stress and lead to so many mistakes, okay? So give yourself some time. Apply on time. Don't wait till last minute before you be putting in that application. Don't wait until you've got like a week to travel. That's when you're putting in your application. Do well to put the application earlier before that. So mistake number 4 is missing supporting documents. Usually, visa applications require more than just the application form. You may need to submit a passport-sized photograph, a proof of accommodation, financial proof, or even a travel itinerary. So missing just one document can lead to rejection or delays. You need to make sure that those supporting documents like the request for, make sure you have everything. I always say that make sure you have a file when you are doing your application so that all the documents that they're asking for, you put them into that file and you have a checklist alongside the file. So whatever you put into that file, you take it. So if you put in the passport size photograph, you take it on your list. So it means you've got that. They need a photocopy of your passport, the bio data. You have that side copied, so you take it on your list. It means you've got that ready. Like cover letter, you have it, so you take it on your form. You are making progress, so make sure that you have everything. If you have the checklist with you whilst you are making the gathering your documents, it makes everything much easier for you so that you don't miss out any supporting documents. Because usually, if you don't add those supporting evidence to your visa application, most of the time, if you are lucky, they might send you a mail to say that please, we need more further information, or we need additional information. At times, you might not be lucky. You will not even get that. They will not send you anything, and they'll just deny you of that visa. Okay? We don't want that to be happening in 2025. Okay? Mistake number 5 that we'll be talking about is you not being honest to yourself during the application. Sometimes we think we are doing the consulate or we are doing whoever is going to go through the application form, but we don't know that we end up doing ourselves. So always try to be honest, to be truthful to yourself when you're filling out the application. Whatever you say is in part A, make sure that information is corresponding to everything they're asking in part B. This is just an example I'm citing, okay? So just be truthful to yourself and we will be fine. Now, mistake number 6 that I'll be discussing today with you is not following up with the application process. After submitting your application, keep track of your application status. If you haven't heard back after the expected processing time that you were given, reach out to the embassy or consulate. for an update. Ask them why they delay. Probably they might have sent you an email that you haven't received, or they've sent you a letter into your box that is delayed or something that you also don't know about. At least if you follow up on it, these days you have everything on the internet, so you can track the process on your phone or whatever gadget you are using, so you know which stage your application has gotten to. So if the duration they've given you is close and you still haven't seen any progress, you need to follow up with the embassy. Reach out to them. You can give them a call, you can write to them, email them to find out what is happening with your application, because most of the cases something can happen with the portal, or they've sent you an email that you have not even checked. Okay, so please do well to check all these little things. All right, the final mistake is you not preparing yourself for the interview. There are some visa applications that require you to attend an interview. Okay, you need to at least get yourself prepared, familiarize yourself with some few questions or things that you might be asked during the interview, so that you don't go and then mess up. Okay, and if that leads us to the previous mistake mentioned, okay, so if you are honest to your application, those are the same questions they are going to ask you. Okay, so if you are truthful, revise everything you've stated in the application form before attending that interview, so that everything will fall in place for you. All right, by avoiding these common mistakes, you are much more likely to get your visa approved smoothly and quickly. Remember, attention to detail, preparation, and honesty are key to your visa application. Right, so if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel tips if you haven't done so already. And best of luck with your visa applications, and as well a happy new year from me to you, all my lovely subscribers. I hope and pray that this year will be full of blessings upon blessings. Okay, all right, safe travels, lovelies.
Then I'm fed but I rock it like a baby in the car. I put the water in the ocean in the city that I'm from.